Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio. Whoop whoop. We're right in the middle of the weekly top 3. Corey DLG, let them know what the weekly top 3 is this week.
Historical movies.
Boom, boom, boom.
And we don't even mean like historically accurate. We do like the laziest version of historical.
Just movies that are set in a different time period than the present.
Right. Like if someone wanted to say Dick Tracy, fine.
Nailed
That's
it.
fine. Great.
Man, why haven't they redone that? Everything they're redoing, they could redo Dick Tracy.
Did you ever see that movie?
Yeah.
Heavily stylized. I don't think they can redo it.
Couple of times.
I think they should leave it as is. It's one of the few movies I like Madonna in.
Also, I can't believe they haven't redone, like, Where's Roger Rabbit? Or Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That movie was great.
That movie
Such
was great.
a good movie. All right, we digress.
Yeah.
So, Nico, what is your number 2?
All right. So, because Star Wars takes place a long time ago,
In a galaxy far, far away.
I went for Spaceballs.
Okay. Hey,
Infinitely better version of Star Wars.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with you because I actually think Spaceballs is a good movie. So.
I hated Spaceballs.
Oh, I loved it.
I don't
It's
like it
my
at all.
favorite movie.
I don't like it. Never could get into it.
It's one of the. I mean, well, no. It's pretty much everything Rick Moranis is in is funny. It's one of his best roles.
Yeah.
It's really great. I could just pop it in at any point in time and just watch it. It's wonderful.
Check the tape.
Everything. Yeah, mark that. Everything that I find awful about Star Wars, Spaceballs nailed. Everything that I thought was like, this is stupid, this is stupid, this is stupid. Spaceballs was like, you're right, Corey.
There you go.
Right.
But you still love Star Wars.
Space RV.
I love the universe they've built. I think the 7 movies that are Star Wars are terrible. Rogue One was amazing.
You like the non-canon stories
Well,
about
yeah,
Star
and that's
Wars.
the other part is like then they made it all non-canon, and that was all the cool stuff.
Clone Wars. That was good.
Right.
Clone Wars is good. The cartoons are really
Yeah,
good.
the cartoons are great.
So Spaceballs, huh?
Terrible.
Moving right along. Corey DLG, you're number 2.
Mine is The Last Samurai.
Okay. Tom Cruise makes the list.
I thought about it, and I was like, nah, I gotta go
And
Spaceballs.
instead of using my time to tell you why, first of all, Tom Cruise is just great in almost anything he's ever made. And also, Last Samurai.
Except for The Mummy.
But he might even be great in that, and just
Except
the rest
for-
of the movie's terrible.
Except for Worldwide did amazing. I saw this headline today
Yeah.
that we're talking about Tom Cruise and The Mummy. Is like, Tom Cruise and The Mummy, they don't need America. I was like, that's so
And
funny.
it's because Worldwide, they did almost $200 million.
Killed it.
And so the movie was like a $130 million investment, and in America, it only did about 35, 40. So they were like,
weekend.
oh, no, we're in big trouble. And then they covered.
Yeah, they're
So
good.
they're set now. But anyway, I'm going to tell a story instead. A friend who we will call Nadia because that's her name.
a friend of a friend named Nadia.
So anyway, when this movie was out, I saw it in theaters, and then I told her how good it was, and she was like, "Really?" And she's Asian, and she said, "Really?" Because he doesn't even look Asian in the movie, and I said, "That's not. He's not. He's supposed to be Asian." She was like, "Who is he?"
He's the last samurai.
I was like, "He's a Civil War veteran, and Japan hires him to train the army, and then he meets the samurai and falls in love with the culture." She's like, "That sounds amazing."
It's really good.
And I was like, "Yeah, you should probably see it before you say something dumb like he doesn't look Asian."
It's a really good movie.
She was like, "I thought they
That's
were
called surface level.
Right. She was like, "I thought they were just like whitewashing," and I was like,
Whitewashing wasn't even a thing when that came out.
"But the Asians have always known about it. The Asians have hated whitewashing forever
Ugh.
because we take all of their great stories and myths
And make them better.
and turn them into white people."
But yeah, that movie is really
It's
good.
your boy, White Man James.
Right.
Here.
And I didn't see it till after it came to the DVDs. And I was like, man, this movie's really good. I should have went and synced that in the theaters.
Right.
I should have synced it.
Synced it.
I
It
had
was
I
a
have
really
very
good
specific
movie.
memory of this movie. Watching it on a tiny television and all the way down in the valley, visiting family. It was so weird.
Did you
Literally-
feel like you were Tom Cruise in that situation?
No.
You were like, "These people are so savage to me."
Give me a sword.
They don't even have electricity in this one house.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like you were in Tom Cruise's exact scenario.
Yeah.
You were.
Except you
Tom-
weren't-
Except watching Tom Cruise.
That's
Except
the
you-
closest to Tom Cruise you've ever been.
Except you
It's
weren't
true.
detoxing while you were there.
Exactly.
That's
I
the-
was
he's like
just
an
there.
alcoholic in the
Yeah.
beginning. So like my favorite scene is just him screaming "Saki" for like 2 minutes, laying
It's
in
like
a little
the story of my life.
in a little paper house. He's like "Saki,
Yeah.
Saki," and he's got like the shakes, and the little Japanese lady is like, "This man."
This man.
But anyway, moving on.
Moving on to my number 2.
Yeah.
Tombstone.
Okay. All right. Okay. Fine.
You're looking at your list and you're like, this might be my number 1.
I had a tie with my number 1 for this and
Stole
something
it.
else. You did.
Tombstone. Tombstone's so great.
It's a great movie.
Let's
And I'm
just talk
trying to
about
figure out like why you would even say something is better than this.
Oh.
But whatever.
If you don't know my number 1, you're dumb.
I mean,
It's only my favorite movie of all time is going to be number 1. But anyways, Tombstone.
I know what your favorite movie is.
Tombstone, such a great movie.
Fantastic movie.
Great actors.
you discover Val Kilmer in other things,
Right.
in other movies, in other places,
Uh-huh.
and the two roles you need to go watch him in is Doc Holliday in Tombstone,
Right.
and then in Heat he plays a really cool bank robber with Robert
Yep.
De Niro.
Yep. Very good. Very good. Very, very good.
But yeah, him in this movie
So good.
is awesome. Awesome.
He makes the movie.
He really does. And you start to realize how different Val Kilmer looks in different things.
Yeah.
Like, you go from Top Gun to Tombstone, and they don't look like the same
Tombstone to
person.
the Jackal.
They're not the same person
No.
at all. It's amazing. Anyway, I just... yeah,
It's
Tombstone's
so
a
good
fantastic
because you've
movie.
got Kurt Russell who plays,
He's only
White
good
Earp.
in one type of movie, and this is that type of movie. Where he gets to play the righteous, angry guy. That's the perfect face for Kurt Russell.
yeah, he was pretty good in Guardians of the Galaxy.
He
too.
was. He's kind of
kinda
evolved.
similar.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Think
half
about
of the
it.
movie he's doing
You know what
righteous
else he was
anger.
really good in? Did you see those? Robert Rodriguez released those 2 like B-side films.
I didn't get to see him.
Really good. He plays he drives the
The
death
car,
car or
yeah,
whatever.
death
I've
car,
got it.
yeah.
You should watch it. But anyways,
Oh, well.
yeah, but you've got such the different.
I thought you were going to say Bird on a Wire.
No, you've got such the different with him playing Wyatt Earp, Kurt Russell, and
Yeah.
very stoic and serious and stuff, and then you've got Doc Holliday
Who's so eccentric
Who's
and
eccentric.
clearly a serial killer.
yeah, it's so good.
It really is.
My favorite part is when they're coming, they're going to I guess the shootout. And
Yeah.
was it the OK Corral?
That is. You know what's funny is they do that whole scene and they never once actually say the words.
No.
There's a shootout at the OK Corral.
And-
they do a really good job of just telling the story.
And they're walking, and Doc Holliday just shreds his thing. He pulls out the shotgun
Out of nowhere, he's got the double barrel. They used to call it a howitzer back
Right.
then.
He's like, "What are you doing?" He was like, "You're my friend. Why?"
Yeah. You don't have to be here today, Doc. But my friend, why?
He says something. He's like, "I don't have many of those."
When he
I'll be your Huckleberry. That line right there is.
100%.
Have you ever heard that line?
I've heard of it.
That's where it comes from, Nico.
Right.
I need to
Tombstone.
watch this
Go
movie
watch
You do.
Tombstone.
You
It
do.
is
Do you guys have it on
amazing.
DVD yet?
I do.
All right, I need to watch it.
I will let you
Yeah.
borrow it.
You do have to watch
It's
it.
also on
100%.
Hulu.
Oh.
Is it?
I think so.
Look at that.
Or
See-
Netflix, one of the two.
And it's funny
I'll
because
check.
the great Bill Paxton is Wyatt Earp's little brother, and then
R.I.P.
Sam
Joan?
Elliott.
Sam Elliott. Yeah.
Sam Elliott is
He's
the older brother, and the Earp brothers are close, but Wyatt Earp's real brother is Doc Holliday in the sense that these are two people who go through similar things and deal with things similarly, and they can bond over that.
Also, Michael Rooker's in that movie.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's one of the cowboys who changed his size.
Yes, he does. Yes. He does.
But yeah, it's a
Johnny
fantastic...
Ringo.
Johnny Ringo.
Those are great actors. Okay, we got to move on here. Tombstone.
I mean,
great.
we could do 12 minutes on Tombstone.
Nico,
if you
you're
want.
number 1.
Magnificent Seven, all of them. They're all good.
All 7 of them.
All 7 of them.
You know,
all
they wound
7
up-
of the 7s.
So, Magnificent Seven, when it first came out, way back in the day, this is some cool history here, tanked. It was terrible. However, the second it went to television a couple years later, it generated great reviews and ratings and all that. And so they started, then the movie studio started doing sequels. The 2 lead characters, though, were played by Yul Brynner and I can't remember the other guy's name right now. Anyway, so those are 2 lead guys. Those are Chris Pratt and Denzel Washington, okay? And they get along so badly that by the 3rd movie, one of them's gone, and by the 4th movie, the other one's gone, and they still make 2 more. So they recast both of the leads by the time they get to number 4 in the
Awesome.
series. And this is back in the day when they didn't do B movies.
Right.
So each one of these is a major feature film, and they changed the lead guys.
Genius.
Genius.
It's like Don Cheadle, Terrence Howard, but important.
Important.
Also,
Corey?
that new remake was fantastic.
It was.
It was,
pretty
it was.
good. DLG, you're number 1.
So my number 1 was a tie. You already mentioned one half of it. The other half is Unforgiven.
It's a good one.
It's pretty much the only movie you ever need to see with Clint Eastwood in it. And that's it. If you just saw Unforgiven and then you find out that he wrote and directed it and won an Academy Award for it, you're like, okay, Clint Eastwood's a big deal.
Yeah.
You don't ever have to see anything else. You don't even need to know anything else.
He's that good.
It's him and Morgan Freeman. And Gene Hackman's the bad guy. And he
Gene
plays the best bad
He
guy in
plays
this
a
movie.
really good bad guy.
He does. And this one, he kills it.
I haven't seen a movie where he's a bad guy that wasn't good.
Even The Quick and the Dead, he's good.
Oh, he's so good. That was an honorable mention for me. Yeah,
Leonardo
Quick and the Dead.
DiCaprio and Sharon Stone.
Yep.
And a young Russell Crowe as
Yep.
the priest.
Yep. That's a great movie. About
Man.
gunfighting.
Yeah.
Also in Royal Tenenbaums, he was the bad guy and it was really good too.
He's the father figure. Yeah, he is kind of
Okay.
the bad guy.
So quick, you go on your Unforgiven.
No, I mean, that's really all you got. That's really all I was. I'm going to give you a couple minutes here today.
Couple minutes to talk
Yeah.
about my favorite movie of all time. That
Yeah.
also makes my number 1 here.
But really, it's Clint Eastwood. If you watch Unforgiven, you completely understand his entire career.
Yeah, definitely.
That's it.
My number 1.
Right.
Yeah.
Also my favorite movie of all time.
Okay.
Gangs of New York.
You do love this
I
movie.
love this movie.
Such a stupid movie.
Oh, it's not.
I knew he was going to say this, but I couldn't remember what it was called.
Oh gosh, it's so
It's got
good.
such a
Totally-
simple title too. I don't know how I
I
forgot that.
so hate this movie that I completely forgot it existed until
It's
he just
so
said it
good.
again.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Right. And the people in it I love. Leonardo
Leonardo
DiCaprio,
DiCaprio.
Daniel Day-Lewis plays the greatest Indian by a white guy ever in Last of the Mohicans.
We're not talking about that movie.
We should.
We're talking about
We
Gangs
could
of
do
New
20
York.
minutes on Last of the Mohicans.
God, Gangs of New York is so good.
It's so not.
Cameron Diaz,
John C. Reilly's in it.
John C. Reilly's in it. It's such a good movie.
It sounds like you're excited about this movie.
It's a really good movie.
I just all the famous people like.
It's a really long. One of the reasons Corey doesn't like it. It's a really long movie,
It is.
and
How long? Like 3 hours here?
Yeah.
and it kind of like right in the middle, like
It just
it builds
it's
up,
so
and
terrible.
then something happens and be like, oh wow, this could be the end of the movie, and then it kind of slows down, and then it just builds back up to something big.
Right. They
So
they
good, though.
essentially told 4 movies in the span of 1 movie, and none of the 4 movies were good enough to be a movie on their
Daniel
own.
Day-Lewis's character as Bill the Butcher might be one of my favorite movie characters of all time. Like,
Now he himself in that movie
Oh.
is incredibly
Leonardo
charismatic.
DiCaprio is really good at his character.
No, he's not.
He is super good at it.
This is one of the few times I think Leonardo DiCaprio is bad in a movie.
No,
I think
not
he's
even
bad
close.
in that movie.
Not even close. Corey DLG has no idea what he's talking
But Daniel
about.
Day-Lewis just devours every scene he's in that movie.
It's so good.
He gets shot in the middle of this movie. All right, and someone tries to kill him because he's such a pain in the butt in the movie. Someone shoots him, and they're at a play at the time. And literally after after he tortures the man to find out who killed him, who hired him to shoot him, and then he kills the guy, he then says to the play, "Well, let's go ahead and finish the thing," and sits down and watches the rest of the play.
He's so BA.
Like his character's great. Full credit for that, but the movie itself.
and this movie is
awful.
based on historical facts.
No, it's
Yes, it
it's
is.
loosely based on history.
still- But
Historical facts.
it's-
True story.
Alternative historical facts.
Nope.
But I mean, it's loosely based on a version of New York. It is.
Yeah, it's so great.
Who's the director of this? Is that
What's his name?
It's the mobster director, right?
Mhm.
He does all the mobster movies.
Yep.
It's literally-
Scorsese, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just one of his. It's just such a bad movie.
So good. Amazing. And with that,
So weird.
we're going to end on the most amazing movie ever, and we're going to take a break. When we come back, Nico DLG segment. You're listening to Nerd Thug Radio.
Hashtag talking nerdy to you.